Hey my loves, welcome to my YouTube channel and you are welcome to my first video. Right here I'm going to be showing you a full tutorial on how I transform my model from Baddie while you get to know me. First I use the Juliediamond Micellar water with the wipes to cleanse the face thoroughly, and next I went in with the Juliediamond mist sprayer to just give the face more hydration. And I am Akintayo Tuminino, a 400 level law student in Nigeria University. I'm a beauty influencer, a makeup artist, and I create amazing makeup content. Please do follow me on Instagram, Amina Artistry, and TikTok, Amina Artistry. So I just use the Cosrx Snail Mucin to hydrate the face and give it more moisture, and I use the fan to dry it out. Next I use the Msmetics Moisture Potion Moisturizer to fully moisturize the face, and this is me blending fully well. This skin prep brush is actually from Juliediamond and it blends so well. Next off I'm going in with the Juliediamond Sweat Lock to lock in all the sweat and the oil, and this is me using the Rimmel London face primer, and this is me just blending into the skin very well using my flat skin prep brush. And I started makeup in 2020 and it is something that I've always wanted to do, and since I started I've been enjoying it since then. Basically I'm so glad to finally drop my first video here. Next I use the Becca primer to just prime the T-zone areas where I am sure that oil do come out from. So next I used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 320 and the Loral True Match in C6. It is a very perfect combo, and this is me just spraying it so that it will be very easy for me to blend. This beauty blender is from Thegirlzkorner. You can check up their page on Instagram. This is me just blending in very well. Actually I noticed that it was very light. It was lighter than our skin tone, so I added a little Maybelline Superstay in the shade 360, and this is me just blending in very well. You want to make sure that you take your time with blending. Now for face contour I'm going to be using the Vee Beauty foundation in the shade Ghana and the Maybelline Superstay foundation I used earlier in the shade 360. Now I'm just applying on the parts that I want to be contoured, and this is me just blending. Please take your time to blend. And so I'll be dropping all of the details in the description box below so you can check them all out. Look at how the face is now that I have contoured it. Next off I'm using this Tehila blush palette, and I'm using the shades in it to blush the face up. I actually love this cream blush because it comes out so pigmented and sweet. This is me just blending into the skin. You want to make sure, like I said earlier, blend very well. Next off I went in with my concealers, the Nuban beauty concealers in the shade 046.9 and 043. I'm using the lighter shade which is 043 for the inner corner, and I'm going to be using the 046.9 for the outer part because of our skin tone. Then I'll just be blending using the side that I used for my foundation, that I used to do my foundation. So I'll just blend it very well so it can sink into the skin well. I basically like to just blend in very well. I know most people will go in by blending the lighter side then blending the darker side, but I prefer to just blend everything together so it's just going to mix well and going in well. It's going to give you a flawless finish. This is just how I do mine. And YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. It's just phone and space that has actually been my problem, but I'm finally really grateful to be here. Now this is me just using the blush again so it can come out again after I have done the concealer, and I am just blending it into the skin very well so it doesn't leave any harsh lines or anything. Next then I went in with that e.l.f. concealer in the shade light beige OL01FH just to give it a very bright under eye. Then I went in with the Vee Beauty palette to set the face. I'm using the light shade Bianca and the middle shade chocolate. This is me just patting it well into the skin and blending it very well with the blush so it doesn't leave any harsh lines. Next off, I'm going in to set the whole face with the powder. I also use the same shade, which is Chocolate Under Bianca, just to give it a more flawless finish. And this brush is from Vee. You can check their page up on Instagram. And this is me just blending really well. You really want to take your time to blend so it doesn't leave out any harsh lines or anything. So basically, I would like you guys to please subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment, because I still have amazing content coming your way. I would like you guys to also pardon me if there are any mistakes here. Let me know in the comments, because basically I am still new here and still getting to know about most things. So next off, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay powder, compact powder in the shade 355 Coconut, and it blends in so well. I am using it to further bronze the face with the blush and the forehead, the jawline, basically everywhere I contour. For the nose contour, I'm using this Vee Beauty palette. Yes, this Vee Beauty palette. This palette is basically everything. You can use it for every single step. I am using the shade Dark Chocolate to contour the nose and give it a snatched finish. And this brush is also from Vee. Like I said, the brushes that I'm actually using, I went in with this Superstay to blend it well into the skin, and this is me just blending well. I would like you guys to actually please support me on YouTube, to please I beg you to please support me, because this is something that I really love. I really love to show off my content, to let people know that this is what I'm doing, and to enlighten people on makeup. Next up is the RCMA setting powder to just set the whole face. Next, I'm going in with the eyeshadow straight up. I'm using the Honey Beauty eyeshadow palettes in Honey Plum. Actually, they have two eyeshadow palettes. There's the Honey Plum, there's the Sweet Honey. So I'm just using the one for the Honey Plum palette. The purple shade is so bomb. All the colors are so sweet. I mixed it with this Skij Beauty eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the brown shade from it, that in Tobacco and Malibu. I mixed them together to get my transition color. Next off, I'm cutting the crease because I want to create a pretty pink Baddie look. I don't know if you guys understand, but yes, definitely that. Then I'm using the P. Louis base to cut the crease, and this brush is from Juliediamondcosmetics. All of the details will be in the description box, so I'm going to leave everything there, then you can check it. This is me just making sure I'm blending it well so that it doesn't crease, and I'm just patting it well on the eye so it doesn't ruin the eyeshadow. Then next, I'm going to be using the same transition color to bring out the effect of the cut crease very well. And this is the hairstylist working on the model, doing what she knows how to do best. You can follow her on Instagram or on TikTok, Hair by Alexis. Next off, I'm going in with the blush. I'm using the Reels and Skij eyeshadow palette. There's a very pretty pink shade there and a wine shade, so I just mixed that together to give a blush shade, and it came out very pretty. The brush I'm using is also from Vee. Now I'm blending the powder under the eye and dusting off the excess from the eyeshadow. Then I'm doing the eye for more precision of the liner using the black shade from the same Reels and Skij eyeshadow palettes, and I'm just blending it out well. I wonder how hairstylists and makeup artists work so well, because the hairstylist just keeps dragging this model's head and I have to just keep working. It's so hard. Doing the under eye, I'm using the same transition color, and I added a little black shade from the Reels and Skij eyeshadow palette, and I'm just blending it in very well so it doesn't leave any harsh lines out. Yes, and I'm still using the same color I used for the transition. The under eye just gives a more bolder look. If you've watched my video and enjoyed my video to this point, I'm so grateful, and I want you to stay tuned because on this channel I'll be running makeup giveaways to my sweet subscribers. So my loves, stay tuned to my videos. Next off is the eyeliner, and I'm using the Beyond Beauty gel liner. This has been my go-to gel liner because it comes out really well. I have a tip for controlling teary eyes while doing eyeliner, and it works so well because this particular model has teary eyes and I was able to control it. Actually, the thing is, you need to make sure that your client or model is looking at the other side. Like if doing the inner corner of the under eye, make sure she's looking at the other side, like her eyes are focused on the other side and not the particular parts that you are applying the eyeliner on, because it makes the person more teary. Now I'm just using the concealer that I used to highlight to make the precision of the eyeshadow more perfect, and I want to bring out that wing eyeshadow precision. So that is what I'm just doing, and this brush is also from Juliediamondcosmetics. Next off, I'm going to be using the powder to blend it out. I'm also using my Vee Beauty powder to blend out that concealer. You want to make sure that you blend it really well so that the concealer doesn't stay there and just smudge or crease. I'm doing that for the other side of the eye. I'm just creating like a wing liner thing with the eyeshadow. I'd like you guys to let me know the kind of or the type of makeup you would like to be seeing on my channel, the type of tutorials you want me to be doing. Probably you want to see the eye tutorial, or you want to see how I do my brows after the eyes, or a full brow tutorial. Please let me know what you would like to see more on this on my YouTube channel more often. Also, you can use your setting powder to just create that wing precise look for the eyeshadow. You don't have to use a concealer if you know that you don't know how to work your way around it, but it's just pretty simple. All you have to do, just apply your concealer and use a powder to blend it out. Now for the lips, I'm going to be using a setting powder to pat down the parts that I want to line. So starting off with this classic lip stain in Thunder and this Eye Magic lip palette. There's a beautiful brown shade there. So I'm just going to start by lining her lips. I'm not going to overline too much because she has full lips already. So I'm just going to line with the brown shade and the lip stain from Classic that I mixed. This lip brush is also from Becca. You want to make sure that when doing your lips, you line the lips well and make sure that the person is doing their mouth exactly like this, so that you get to see the part that you didn't get to line well at the lower lip. I'm going in with this Care concealer palette. That's been something I've been using for lips since way back, and I love how it comes out. I'm just putting it in and just blending it out. Then I'll use my brush to further blend it very well. Then smack the lips for further blending. I went in with this pretty pink shade to give it a pink nude finish. Then I also used this lipstick from Revolution. It's a nude shade, so I just mixed it well with the pink I applied earlier, then blended it together. Then I'll use my brush to blend it out really well. You want to make sure that when creating your ombre lips, you should blend well so that everything can be well blended and come together and come out so nice. I added the pink shade again because I felt like the pink was already fading off, so I added more, then blended it out using a dense fluffy brush. Then I applied the lip gloss next. This lip gloss is from the Glossy Lab on Instagram. They have nice, sweet, soft lip glosses, and I applied it. Please, I would like you guys not to forget to subscribe to my channel for more makeup tutorials, to comment and like my video, even though I know that I'm expecting the likes to not be too many, but please do subscribe. Please do subscribe. Now to finish up my makeup, I'm using the finishing spray, the Melanin Make It Last spray, to lock in all the makeup and melt the makeup in for a flawless almost finished. So next off, I went in with the So Pro Silk Spray, my best silk spray, because it stays so well. It makes your makeup transfer proof. It makes your makeup last all day long. Oh, and voila, this is the finished look. I so much love how it came out, and I love how the stones gave it a more Baddie look, and everything in this look was just giving. So thank you so much, my loves. I want you all to let me know in the comments what you think of this tutorial. I try, I don't try. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. See you in my next video. Bye guys.